to anyone who's listening right now, they're just saying, "Hey, that's some clear-cut audio of Smells Like 90's Rock." I'm glad I tuned in. I never do. I only do to hear about the COVID rates because I don't go to the health department's website because they stole that. So I just listen to the show now to get everything. What else has been going? Well, go ahead.
Knox County Health Department sponsor us.
Sponsor us finally. That is a sponsorship I will take. Listen, we share the model of how to explain how many people have died. So I feel like it should be. This is kismet, is what they call it. This is meant to be.
Now here's AT Aliens by Outkast.
Here's Rape Me by Nirvana. That's the lead out right there.
Or no, now here's Amish Paradise by Weird Al.
They're making a Weird Al biopic, and Daniel Radcliffe is Weird Al.
Yes. Did you hear about that, Paul?
Harry Potter, yep.
Harry Potter is playing mother flipping Weird Owl. I said Weird Owl. Weird Al. Yeah, I heard about this. I knew it was coming, and then the other day they started showing photos from the production, and you see him dressed up as Weird Al, and it just looks like Daniel Radcliffe dressed up as Weird Al. It doesn't look like
Weird Al. No,
no, it doesn't. It looks like an SNL sketch. It looks like Daniel Radcliffe hosting, and he's dressed up as Weird Al.
I wonder if they did that on purpose.
I don't know, but you remember movies like Rocket Man, the Elton John movie, where what's his face that played him? Egerton, whatever his name is, the Egerton kid, he kind of transformed into Elton. They made him look like Elton. And Rami Malek, God bless him, the dude looks like Freddie Mercury, so he didn't have to do a whole lot. So he just looked like Freddie Mercury. And then you think about other movies of people who just transformed. It literally looks from, and this is just from the production stills. I don't know.
Jeez.
It just looks like he's got the fake mustache and the big, like, Howard Stern hair wig. That's what he has right now. And it literally looks like Harry Potter pretending to be
Maybe it'll
Weird
look
Al.
better on screen.
I hope. We do live in the digital age, after all.
The only thing is, like, all the other musicians you mentioned are like serious people. Not to say that Weird Al is not talented or anything, but he's a comedian.
He's a comedian.
And like all those movies have, like, you know, Rise to Stardom, then like The Dark Night of the Soul, then like Recovery, and, you know,
which I'll be interested.
An artist. I wonder how you do that for Weird Al.
Did Weird Al ever have a dark moment? I don't think he did. The man. We look
what was his Dark Night of the Soul?
Exactly. The only really sad thing, then there was something really sad that happened to him, was in 2004, both of his parents died from a carbon monoxide poisoning. So he lost both of his parents, and so that was really sad for him. So I'm sure they'll touch on that a little bit. But other than that, like, I don't know. He never had a dark moment. What?
He's making fun of it. He's making fun of Beat It. He's making fun of Smells Like Teen Spirit.
She's stuck. Maybe that's what they'll touch on, like Michael Jackson getting mad at him, or Coolio getting mad at him for Amish Paradise. Yeah, because Coolio really did get mad at him for Amish Paradise. Michael Jackson was just like, I know what you're doing, but it's still my art. I don't know if it's.
Yeah, Nirvana like happily signed on to what he was doing with their hit song.
Right. Well, because they were fans, they liked him, but not everybody's a fan.
Coolio caused a big stink.
Coolio, that whole thing was a whole thing. Like it went straight to the courts, and it was only because of Coolio that the song exists, because he allowed it. Much like how Ray Parker Jr.'s Ghostbusters only exists because of Huey Lewis. Only Huey Lewis let it happen. For those of you who don't know, Ray Parker Jr. stole the medley of Huey Lewis's I Want a New Drug to do Ghostbusters, and there was a lawsuit, but it's fine. You could
I honestly did not know that.
You didn't know that? No. Listen to both the songs back to back, and you'll hear it. It's the same beat. It's the same tempo. It's the same background music. The exact same. If you're listening to the melody, I guess I said that wrong a minute ago. The harmony, I don't know. The background music, yeah, the rhythm. You listen to the rhythm. You listen to the background music. It sounds exactly the same as "I Want a New Drug." To go, all of you teeny boppers out there that's listening to the show, or whoever. What's our demographic? I've never really fully understood our demographic.
Millennials.
Say again.
Millennials.
Millennials are just drunk people who are scanning the dial in your vehicle, which you should not be in if you're drunk.
Those two.
Yeah.
It's okay, they're at home still.
That's right. At least, oh yeah, they're listening on their computers or their phones. Still shouldn't be in your car though. But yeah, go listen to Ghostbusters and "I Want a New Drug," and you will hear exactly the same thing. And on that note, here's
Weird Al Yankovic.
You took it away from me. I was gonna do it. It was gonna be the perfect segue. Yes.